Well, we are going to make a small presentation about this module and all the infrastructure. So when you start it, you have a new menu here, and then you should first create a new server. We are going to use for this example our computer host. Sorry. Of course, you can use a remote server. That is what it means to be. I will say I have an Ubuntu server because in this kind I have a lot of configs made, so I say, well, these are the installation commands I'm going to use: create a user, install some libraries and dependencies, Postgres, etc, etc. You can add whatever you want. So then, well, we fill with all the information. This is rather, it's uninformative. So let's see, this is because we are going to create also a Postgres super user just to help with maintenance. Well, that's it. Repositories, well, server must be unique. Sorry, because I already have one register with the same name. So then I can follow all these steps. For example, make an install, find links. I have already installed it, so now the computer is trying to install, and then I can follow all these steps to have the server ready. And I have also added a button to install Postfix because it was not so easy. I have to make some checks, so we make it in the code, not like customizable like this one. And well, here I can add host names that I have related to this server. For example, my server, well, it would be localhost. I can also say that I have localhost like a wildcard, so I can use subdomains later on. Let's see, we have info.com wildcard, but it's not really related to this machine. Then I can, well, it's recognized that I have this related to other servers. So, for example, I can add it to virtual domains so that Postfix can receive emails and send them to odoo catch-all. Then I should go to environments, create my first one. The only one we are working with till now is virtualenv or RP-imp. We are not going to use it furthermore. We would like to extend functionality to Docker, so you can work with Docker environments or virtualenv environments. Then we choose version E80, and then so now we are able to create our environment. This will create in this path. Look, it has made a virtualenv environment here, and so now we should add the server repository odoo. Well, sorry, I have missed one part. I should go back to the server and then say, well, in this server I wanna have these repositories. Let's say the odoo server and the odoo addons. So I should make a first download we are going to make, well, sorry, I have to create sources. I have this here, let's see, there and there. Installation, repositories, now I should download this. Download. We are not going to download odoo server because it takes so long, but you can guess what it does. Sorry for my bad English, but it's downloading. That's it. So now we have there the odoo ad hoc add-ons, and now we can choose them in our environment so that we can make a copy and use them. There is a lot to improve, and you should know. So now in this environment I can copy the ones I have downloaded in my server, so I can reuse them faster than downloading again from GitHub. It also, when I made this copy, it's made a few things. It make a copy of the repository, it make a pool, and it also installs all the Python dependencies that are set up in the repository. So it will be installing these pip packages, M2 crypto and sats. Well, that's it. And it also makes a checkout to the version chosen here. If we have made a copy of odoo server, let's say we have a path here. Now we have the install odoo button available, so we can run the install. That will make a Python setup install of odoo. Later on we should create an instance related to this environment, so we are going to say, well, we are going to access this instance with this hostname. It's just that when we are going to use web services, we are going to use this URL, and it is also like an easy way to access databases. So there, if everything is okay, we can create the instance, but we haven't installed the odoo server, so it's not going to work. And then we can set it like active, and then we can go to databases and create a database, let's say for production in Haddock. We can choose if it has demo data, if we want to enable backups daily, weekly, monthly. We want to set up a server for sending emails, and we want to configure catch-all with this subdomain 1.sample. So we should run the create, and then it's going to change the state to active. Then we can configure backups, we can view the password we have given to these databases, we can make an upload of the server mail server configuration, and we can configure the catch-all email. You can make dumps. Well, this functionality, we are working on this. We are changing a little bit how does it work. You can also install modules and make a few things. In general, you can change the states of any of these items, server, environment, instance, or databases, without it's not going to make anything really. It's just to protect the data. So when you are in active state, you cannot change some things, and then you can cancel it and send it to draft, then you can cancel. And the buttons that really make something are the ones that are here. So for example, in an environment, you can install or delete this environment, but of course I can send it to draft and then to active, and then, well, I should in draft state I should create it, but I have already created. I only want to change some data, so I send it back to active. Well, that's it. I hope it helps to understand what the model is and what it means to be. Please feel free to contribute, and sorry for my English for the ugly code, and well, we are working in improving it, but it takes time. Bye bye.